Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Richard Watson, EY's Global Consulting Cybersecurity Leader, and really looking forward to our conversation on cybersecurity and managed services and how companies are addressing and preparing for emerging threats. Welcome, Richard.
Thanks, Priyanka. Great to be here.
It's really exciting to see how companies are thinking about cyber not as a cost center anymore, but really an enabler for growth. Why is that changing, and how do you see that evolving?
Companies traditionally have sought cyber budget through an argument around fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They need to spend money to stop bad things happening to the enterprise. Cyber is now much more being positioned as a value topic. When cybersecurity is involved in initiatives across the enterprise, it can generate up to $36 million of value per initiative, and that's because it's doing things like enabling the rollout of generative AI or the move to cloud or the adoption of new emerging technologies. Cyber managed services is really important in that context because it industrializes a lot of the controls that allows organizations to take advantage of new technologies and roll out AI safely.
That's such a significant responsibility for board members and for senior leaders. What is the one or two things that you really would want them to know as they shoulder these responsibilities?
I think it's really important for non-cyber professionals, whether that's executives or board members, to recognize that cyber is actually moving away from a topic around security to being much more about resilience. The primary job of many cyber functions is to ensure that the organization is resilient to an IT or cyber incident. And that includes bouncing back quickly after an incident, picking up an incident as quickly as possible. In 2025, we've seen the fastest breakout time, so that's the time an attacker has managed to get access to a company, extract whatever information they've been after, and get out again, 51 seconds. Now, many world-class enterprises aren't even detecting an attack for 5 to 10 minutes. So you can see how AI's use in an attack context has really changed the playing field. Resilience means investing in the latest technology, fighting AI with AI. As we've built our cyber managed services portfolio at EY, we've layered in AI so that we're able to detect and take advantage of agentic to really improve that mean time to detect, to try and stay as close as possible to the best attackers and how they're using technology to compromise companies.
That's really sobering and makes it very real. 51 seconds with quantum computing set to really break through these securities in 5 years or so. How do organizations even stay prepared for that and stay ahead of that?
Quantum's a really interesting topic that has moved from discussion to action in many of our clients, particularly in the banking sector. We really used to struggle to raise the alarm because just other things were much more of a priority, but we're really seeing the best companies in the world now lean into quantum, and where they're starting is really doing an inventory of where do we have encryption, critical business processes, the applications and data that underpin those processes, and creating a laundry list essentially of what will need to be addressed. The biggest control we have at the moment is attackers can't get access or time on quantum computers to actually execute attacks. It's not the ability to decrypt, it's the ability to get quantum access that is keeping companies safe. So it really is something that we need to start to prioritize. The technology landscape around quantum protection is evolving significantly as well, and so new vendors are popping up with solutions that are going to become more widespread and accessible to organizations.
I appreciate how you make that topic understandable and actionable. How did you get interested in a career in cybersecurity?
By accident, really. I mean, I started life as an accountant and I became a technologist, and the company I was working for was bought by a defense company. We were suddenly made to pivot towards cybersecurity, which was very timely because now what I'm passionate about is helping people understand that cybersecurity, it's not a back office kind of technology thing that should be done in a dark room. It's actually a transformative topic that should be out there in front, in partnership with the business. And if we do that right, the cyber profession will scale, the businesses that are involved in cybersecurity will scale, and the individuals will have great careers.
Thank you for joining us and bringing clarity to a topic that is really technical, and also the excitement around taking something that's really important about protecting the enterprise, but also enabling growth while you protect.
Thanks, Priyanka. I've enjoyed it.